Cedar Falls. Welcome to the Holiday Hoopla Preview Show. To help explain all the exciting events and activities this year, we welcome one of the founding members of the Hoopla, Leanne Saul. Thanks you for joining us today.
Thanks, Amanda, for having me.
For those that may not know, how did the Holiday Hoopla start?
Oh my gosh, in July of about 12 years ago, Jan Anderson and Maribeth Sonneson, who was the director at the time, called me and wanted to meet me for coffee at the Cup of Joe's. I'm like, oh, they want money. No. They wanted an idea for a downtown Christmas holiday event. And it was like, they asked if I would help. And I'm like, sure. I'm always up for something fun like that. So got a group of people together and we had a meeting at Cup of Joe, did some brainstorming. I think there were 3 or 4 of us there. And Holiday Hoopla was born. Well,
it's definitely one of the best known events of the year. Obviously, the question on everyone's mind this year with the COVID-19 is the Hoopla still going to take place?
Absolutely. You know, our theme this year is Don't Stop Believing. Even with COVID, Santa will arrive.
So Santa will be here?
Yes, Santa will arrive.
And not just Santa?
Not just Santa. There's going to be so much more.
Okay. I know that a lot of people, I don't want to, Santa, obviously, he's up here, but I know people are looking forward to see Buddy as well.
Oh, absolutely. We'll have Buddy and all the characters, Anna and Elsa, the Grinch. Some of the kids' favorites still is the Grinch.
Yep.
And Paw Patrol, and we even have some new ones. So.
Oh, that's very exciting. So how will the Hoopla be different this year?
Well, because of COVID and being safe, we didn't feel it would be too great of an idea to all stand close together in the cold watching a stage show. So you get to stay in your car with your family or friends and drive through Hoopla. We call it the Hoopla Cruise.
The Hoopla Cruise. When will that take place?
That'll be that same night, the Friday night after Thanksgiving. It's always that night, so it's November 27th, and of course it starts at 6 o'clock as usual.
So we're keeping the tradition alive. That's very exciting. I know a lot of people are looking forward to it. They'll still have the chance to see all of their favorite characters. It'll be a great time. So what are some of the other activities that the community will be able to enjoy?
Well, we still have Santa's Workshop open, and of course we can't have you sitting on Santa's lap, kids, so we're going to provide a window. You'll be able to see Santa and also speak to him through a speaker and tell him what you want for Christmas, and of course he's going to ask if you've been naughty or nice.
Yep, and so Santa's Workshop will be open December 10th and 19th. From 6 to 8 on the 10th and 11 to 2 on the 19th. So people can stop by, they can see Santa. Hopefully no one's getting any cold this year.
We hope not.
Another thing that is really exciting is the Small Business Saturday. That always takes place the day after kickoff, and that's still going on as well.
Yes, and our merchants and the Small Business National Group have so many good things planned for anyone wanting to shop for Christmas or any other reason on that Saturday. Come down and support your local shops. It's very important.
Yep, and obviously we want everyone to stay safe, but it's still a great opportunity to go out there, like you said, support our local businesses, and just see the downtown area, which is beautiful this time of year, thanks to a lot of our volunteers.
Absolutely, and you know what? We still have the Window Wonderland contest. We have so many shops that are going to be decorating their windows so beautifully, and we have a People's Choice Award, and you can do that online, so make sure you get out and check out those windows and vote for those.
Yep, and that's on communitymainstreet.org, correct?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, another thing that I just found out actually was Jingle and Mingle. Now, I just found out that actually predates the Hoopla.
Yes, they've been doing Jingle and Mingle for so many years, but it fit into our holiday Hoopla plan so well, and it's just a great way for everyone to get out and see the new ideas for Christmas, for decorating, or for gifts, and the merchants love catering to those patrons on that night, so Jingle and Mingle.
Well, that's great. That'll be on December 3rd. Another event coming up is Fa La La Dancing and Donuts, with shows at 10 and 11 at the new plaza in downtown on the 5th. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Well, normally we have breakfast with Santa on that day, but because of COVID and safety reasons, we didn't feel packing 600 people into that small room for pancakes was a good idea. So Fusion Dance agreed to do a show for us at 10 and 11, and Hertz Donuts is going to be selling their great special Hoopla donuts that day. So come on down to the plaza, watch the Fusion dancers, get in the spirit, and have some great donuts.
Yeah, and if you have not been to the plaza yet, it's a beautiful area of the city, so it's a wonderful opportunity to just get down there, again, see some of our local shops, so it'll be a great time. Now, Character Saturday and Santa's Workshop will be open on December 12th. from 11 to 2. Can you tell us about Character Saturday?
Well, that day we hope to have lots of our characters out roaming the streets. And if you happen to run into one and want a picture with one, you can. Keep in mind, wear your mask, stay safe, but our characters are going to be out there to be taking pictures with you and just greeting you for the holidays. So come on down.
That is very exciting. I mean, my daughter's going to be 3. I know last year she was still a little bit young, got a little bit scared of the Paw Patrol. But I think she'll be very excited to see the characters this year, just like everybody else. So.
Sure.
The last thing we wanted to touch on was the Baby It's Cold Outside. That's going to be on December 17th. What about that event? Is anything going to be different with that?
No, we're going to still have our ice carvers and we will have our s'mores. Everyone loves to make a s'more. That is going to be at the plaza this year. So bundle up, bring your kids and your grandkids, make a s'more, and go watch our ice carvers. They're so talented and it's so fun to watch them be creative. And they will be on Main Street as they always have been.
Now, why do you feel, even with the pandemic and everything that's going on, why do you feel it's still important to provide these kind of traditions in Cedar Falls?
Our kids have lost out on a lot of activities this year just because of the COVID and not knowing what is happening with it, whether it's school activities or sports or going to the movies or whatever. And we just felt it was a good thing to keep going as long as we could do it safely. We need positive things to think about, and we just felt we could do that this way. And the creativity of the Who Herd for this Hoopla cruise is so fun. When they came up with that Hoopla cruise, it was like, wow, we can do this.
Yeah, and I'm happy you mentioned the Who Herd, because a lot of people don't know who the Who Herd is.
Mm-hmm.
I obviously am familiar with the Who's and Grinch, but can you tell us a little bit more about the great work they do?
They are so creative and they work so hard. We start in January already. We debrief the past Hoopla, and then we start with our ideas for the next year, and they're so creative. We have a great team. They're very hard workers. They work to get so many volunteers. That's one thing I want to talk about is we have so many volunteers. It takes a lot of people to be characters, to set up for Hoopla, to work Santa's workshop and all of those things. So we have a crew that's been with us from the beginning, and some of them are still here. And then we have new ones. It's so fun to recruit new people because we get new ideas.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and I've seen them out decorating. I mean, Main Street just alone looks so beautiful this time of year. So definitely want to thank the Who Herd for everything they do for the community.
Sure.
Now, how can people learn more and kind of stay updated on the Hoopla events?
Well, go to Cedar Falls, communitymainstreet.org. You can check out the Facebook page, Cedar Falls Downtown. We are posting things all the time. And as far as the Hoopla cruise, if you want to know where to start and where to end, check out the map. There'll be a map, a route on that Facebook page and on our website. And we will also hand out maps for you to look at when you get to the cruise. So remember, get there early because it could be a long line.
Yes.
And there will be things for you to purchase. I know sitting in a car, just like you go to the drive-in movies, you want a snack, we'll have some snacks for you to buy there too. So bring a little cash if you can.
Well, and it's a nice little time to bundle up with your family in the car. So it could be just a great experience for families. Some of the other things we did want to point out, speaking of activities for the kids, there is also more information again on the website, communitymainstreet.org. There's going to be a coloring contest that they can participate in. Still letters for Santa. They'll be able to write letters to Santa, drop them off in his big mailbox, and they get a response.
That is one of the neatest things that ever happened with Holiday Hoopla is we actually are able to respond. Santa sends them a letter. And I just think that's one of the coolest things. And I have boxes and boxes of the past year's letters. They are so heartwarming. Mm-hmm. And that's just one of the neatest things about our Holiday Hoopla is Santa 50613. Mm-hmm. Don't forget to drop your letter in the box.
Yep, and then he'll be able to answer it, and it's just a wonderful event for kids.
Yeah.
So now with Santa's Workshop, that's on 4th and Main, correct? That's really where all the activity is happening. That's the hustle and bustle. I mean, it's a real life North Pole over there. And it's really the hub of a lot of activities.
Yeah, Santa's Workshop is very special. And of course, Mrs. Claus is there until Santa arrives. But Santa will be there on Thursdays from 6 till 8 and Saturdays from 11 to 2 throughout the month of December, and you can come and visit, take pictures with your family. It is so beautiful. And the creator of the Magical Nights, Magical Lights show always has great music. And at nighttime, it's just beautiful, even just to stand out and listen to the music and watch the lights. So don't miss Santa's Workshop on 4th and Main. It's great.
Yep, and that's where the mailbox is too, where they can
Yes.
drop off the letters.
Yes,
correct?
drop your letters off there.
Yeah. I know that last year when I took my daughter there, we did have to just stand out. She got a little bit scared of Santa, but she enjoyed just standing outside of the workshop, looking at the lights. We got a lot of great photos of her just out there, and it's just beautiful.
Yes, absolutely.
Now, the other thing I wanted to touch on, obviously we worked a lot and done a lot of activities this year, but with COVID, some activities that we traditionally do for the holiday hoopla were not possible, correct?
Yes, some of the things that we decided would not be possible would be movie magic because it's so many people in a close room. We are not doing the fireworks this year because of the way we're doing the kickoff. Santa's arrival is a little different this year. And we're not being able to do the breakfast and the trolley rides because that kind of closes people in all together on the trolley rides. So we will miss those greatly this year, but hopefully they'll be back next year. Now, Santa's arrival is going to be a little different this year too, but it'll be fun, I'm telling you, and don't miss it.
Because he always arrives in a different way every year.
Yes, absolutely. He's come by helicopter, he's come by train, he's come by hot air balloon, he's come by riding on our Panther, our famous UNI Panther, and let's see how else. A magic show, yeah.
Really?
Yes.
That sounds amazing. So we're keeping up that tradition. He's going to still come a different way this year.
Absolutely, and you don't want to miss it.
What do you find most inspiring then? You know, the holiday hoopla really is about the community coming together with the businesses, with volunteers. What do you think is the most inspiring thing that you've seen in your many years working here?
The camaraderie and the collaboration of so many people and organizations. Like when we decorate, we're going to decorate downtown next week on the 17th and 18th. So many groups and businesses send volunteers to help us. And that takes us 2 days to put up all the garland and the banners and the lights. So the collaboration of city, Cedar Falls Utilities, the people who put the lights in the trees, the volunteers, the businesses that work together, the sponsors. We have such great sponsors, and they stick with us year after year. So that's what's heartwarming. This is like the heart of the community, and Holiday Hoopla brings the best out in all of us.
Yes, it definitely does. So thank you again for joining us today to speak about the hoopla. We really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yep, and we're excited to continue our local traditions here, even if they look a little bit different this year. Thank you again to Leanne for joining us, and make sure to check out communitymainstreet.org to stay updated on the holiday hoopla.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming.
Yes, buddy, Santa is coming to Holiday Hoopla in downtown Cedar Falls on Friday, November 27th. But this year, well, for the kickoff, we're doing something a little different to be safe. Everyone will stay in their cars and drive through the downtown to see special sightings and Santa too.
I'm so excited.
Just go to our Facebook page at CF Downtown for the route.
Yay, Holiday Hoopla's coming.